Hello you guys, it's me Jackie. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another vlog. It's a very early morning today, currently 6:30 a.m. and we're getting ready for another work day. So let's do my skincare. Hair is not hairing at the moment, so I'm gonna quickly plug in my iron so I could just recurl the front pieces. But skincare is all done. But today we're gonna take it one step further and do my makeup. And I do this every day for work just because there's really no point since I'm like not on a meeting that day or I don't really have anything going on the rest of that day. But today I have some fun stuff going on. Today I'm actually gonna be going to the book signing I was telling you guys all about like a few weeks ago, I think in another video, which I have been anticipatingly waiting for this very day, and it's finally here. So today I'm just gonna do a quick little like 10-minute makeup routine so that I'm looking presentable and basically all ready to go post work. The plan is today I'm just gonna work my usual little 9 to 5, but I guess like 7 to 3:30 since I'm here on the West Coast. And after work, I'll get dressed into a different outfit, something a little cuter for the book signing. And then we'll hit the road because I'm actually going up to Sacramento for this book signing, which is like an hour and a half away. Another day, depending on how much traffic there is. And because it's like a general admission event and I ended up getting the ticket that had like super general seating, there was like a VIP one and a general one. Looking back, I would have got the VIP, but I think I was like too late on purchasing the tickets that they didn't have any of like the premium ones left. And so like I want to have a decent enough view because basically it's like a book signing and also like a book Q&A panel situation, I believe. We're gonna go sit in like this theater first and then they're gonna talk about the book and everything. And then after the fact, we'll like go meet her, I think is a situation. I have never been to like a book signing or like a book tour of any sorts, and so I don't really know how it works. I'm excited to see how it all goes down today, but that's the general plan. I'm hoping to get there at least by 6:30 because I also have to figure out the parking situation up there, which I'm a little stressed about. Originally, kind of like my plan in my head was to go stay up with my boyfriend the night before this event, have him drop me off so I don't have to worry about parking, and then drive back home after the fact. But it didn't really line up. He's currently dog sitting in a different city, and so we're gonna have to solo trip this today, which I'm a little bit nervous about. I actually been trying to put myself out there, push myself out of my comfort zone, and go to like events by myself, which I didn't think I was gonna do until the later part of the year. I actually bought tickets to go see Tate McRae on tour, and initially when buying the tickets and everything, I had planned to just initially go by myself. I think at this point I'm probably gonna meet up with a friend over there just because she also bought tickets to the tour, which is so funny. We don't sit near each other inside the arena, but we'll like meet up outside and everything. But that's gonna be like my first concert solo big event of sorts. But then this book event came up and I couldn't really find anyone to go with me, so I didn't want to pressure anyone to go, and so we're making this into a solo event experience. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a very heavy little day of driving for the next few days, which I am not used to, especially as someone who works from home and doesn't have to commute. I feel like I'm not on the road super often, maybe like a weekend or two or something. But today I go up to the book signing in Sacramento and then I come back home. Then tomorrow, well, actually I don't come back home because I have a little bit of a plan to do today. Since my boyfriend is dog sitting, I wanted to go surprise him tonight. He's like in the halfway point of where I'm driving today and where I'm gonna drive tomorrow. So I was like, you know what, might as well just stay with him, spend a little time with him. And so tonight I'll go drive over there, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be driving down to San Jose once again. I was just there last Saturday, but we're going down, we're making the trip because one of my college little besties is graduating, which is super exciting and also crazy because that marks like basically 1 year of being graduated. And so I feel like I still consider myself even post-grad. Like, yes, but I'm like a post-grad veteran almost at this point, which is so weird. But she's graduating tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to make it to like the ceremony or like anything in that sort just because I do work. But after the fact, she's gonna be having a little celebration dinner, I think with some other friends, with some more family. And then after the fact, she mentioned that we want to have like a little after party of sorts. And so I'm probably gonna go just for like a little bit. So all these little hour trips, I'm going up, from the middle, going down. We're going all over the place there the next 2 days. We're gonna go, we're gonna have fun. I'm excited to see those girls again. So good stuff. Do some eyebrows. I feel like my eyebrows are not giving right now, but honestly they haven't been giving in a hot minute. I feel like I overplucked them and they're like not in great shape. So I feel like this is convincing me to start getting my eyebrows done somewhere. I'm gonna be using these two babies, but honestly I feel like I haven't been loving my lash game lately. I don't know what it is. Going with my Rare Beauty first and my Tarte mascara. Okay, makeup is all done now. I'm going to make the quick little fix to my hair. And then I might as well go in with this side too because I like both pieces to look kind of even. While these set and dry, let me go pick an outfit that I think I want to wear for the work day. Again, I'm going to change it for like I go to the book signing event, but let's get into something for now. All right, it's still a pretty warm day, but not warm enough to not wear sweatpants. So this is what we're wearing. I'm just going to do this little tank top right here from Pink, simple little black one, can't go wrong. And then for my bottoms, I'm gonna do these sweatpants right here from Hollister. They have like a little black detailing, just a simple little color, so it'll be easy to throw together. Let's get dressed. Here's my outfit. Reach behind you guys to grab some jewelry. We're just gonna do my go-to little House of Harlow hoops. And then for now, we're just gonna throw on my little promise ring right here. Very cute, very simple. I think this is a good little outfit right here. But it's now basically almost time to clock into work. So let's head over to my desk and get all set up for the day. All right, I'm pretty much clocked in and all ready to go for the day. I don't have anything too crazy on my schedule, just my daily little tasks. Also wanted to update you guys on how those additional like tasks and everything have been on my schedule. The very first day, or like the very first week, kind of very overwhelming. I think everything just like kind of piled up in my head mentally of what I had to get done. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna be able to do this every single day and get it all done? But once I kind of wrote it out all in the schedule, all in a breakdown of how I want each day to kind of play out tasks wise, it has gone a lot more smoothly, and I just feel like I'm just taking on a lot more responsibility here in my role, and honestly I feel really good about it. Yes, there's some days maybe tasks can pile up and I can be like, oh my gosh, like I need help, but I know at the end of the day I can always reach out for help. And like me and my other coworker, we're still going through this transition together, and so it's been really good to like lean on her for just support and motivation, just like keep going, like we got this. So yeah, but it's been good, and it's another thing to kind of add to my work day so that there's never really a dull moment, you know? But anyways, yes, that being said, I have one meeting on the calendar today, and that's later, just like after my lunch and everything. So nothing too crazy, kind of just gonna put my head down and work. Let's get into it, let's get started, and I'll chat with you guys later during my lunch. It's time for some breakfast. I'm currently on my lunch break, and I have been so excited to eat all morning long. Got myself a knife because today we're gonna be having a bagel. Just my classic little cinnamon raisin bagel from Trader Joe's. Literally so yummy. But work has been pretty good so far. Nothing too crazy. Doing a whole lot of catch up, doing some influencer giftings, community management, all of the sorts. On my bagel, we're gonna do some blueberries. I just got these from Trader Joe's. I don't know if they've been like on a blueberry shortage or what, but I haven't had blueberries in like 2 weeks. They've been sold out at my local Trader Joe's, so I'm really excited to have them back. I'm a big bloobs girl. We're just gonna put them into this little glass container right here. I've been counting down the hours until I'm off of work. I can get all prepped and ready to go to the book signing. I'm so like excited but nervous, low-key. I just don't know what to expect as someone who's never been to something like this. And especially going to it alone, I'm a little scared. But speaking of books, I've been meaning to update you guys on Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I feel like I've been talking about this book for a month. Looking back at my Goodreads, I have been reading this book for like a month, so it's definitely taken me a long while to get through it, but I finally got through it last week. I listened to the rest of the book while I was actually working, I think like on Wednesday or Thursday. I feel like that really helped and just expedited my process, and honestly too, kind of made me feel more connected to the book because I feel like I was actually feeling the emotions through the people that were narrating the book. So highly recommend listening to an audiobook. I feel like I'm not a big audiobook girly, but when there's times like these that I need to push through, it gets me back in the headspace. It makes me excited to just keep going. Maybe I feel like I was watching a TV show, but I was just listening to a book. All in all, I think I would rate it a 2.5 star book. I thought it was good. I thought it was a really sweet book. I thought the characters' love for each other was really just precious to see. And the way she built that storyline could definitely work for some people. But in my personal opinion, I just think it was really, really fast. After reading the book, I was reading some reviews and this word described it perfectly. I don't know how I didn't realize it was this sort of trope before, but this book is very much an insta-love story. Immediately falling in love, immediately getting in a relationship is something that's personally not for me. And I feel like too, with a situation like an insta-love where they're immediately in a relationship, I feel like there's no room for there kind of to be issues before they're already in the relationship. I feel like when they were having issues, it would be an issue that would come up over and over again, and they'd be kind of fighting through the same issue time and time again. And I think that is the reason why I kind of got bored of the book, because we were kind of facing the same issue 100 times. And I feel like had not been an insta-love, we would have been able to like kind of grow through this long distance and kind of have it be one overarching issue that we could work through, opposed to it coming up again and again. You know what I mean? I feel like that kind of is the best way to describe it. That's why it took me like a month to get through. I will say there was a point that made me emotional. I think it very much tied to the mom and her struggles with dementia. I thought it was really soon, but at some point the characters took like another step forward in relationship, and the mom was watching and really happy for her daughter. And that was one that kind of tugged at my heartstring. But besides that, I guess it like made me happy in some parts. Yes, it made me giddy in some parts, but it didn't hit as hard as a typical Abby Jimenez book would. That's my kind of thoughts on the book. 2.5 stars. I would recommend it if you do not always look for like a slow burn, but if you're a slow burn girl, maybe it's not for you. But ever since then, I have been reading a new book since last night. To be honest, I started Done and Dusted because tonight Lyla Sage is going to be there. And so I kind of want to get an inkling on her books and stories and everything. And so I started the book last night. I got like a few chapters in, but today, once I get into line at the theater that the book event is gonna be at, I'm definitely gonna be reading so I can get to know her a little bit more. So very much a rushed thing, but I'm still trying here. My video's all done. It's been all done for like the last minute or two, and I've just been staring at it, ready to eat. So we're gonna just drizzle like a tiny bit of agave on here to make it feel even more like a little sweet treat. Cheers. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and keep eating, and then we'll clock back into work and finish out the rest of our workday. A few hours later, currently 3:30 p.m. and I just clocked out for the day. Like I said earlier, I want to be out of the house by like 4 to hit the road. So I've got about like 30 minutes to do a speed, get ready, and go. Just have to do some touch-ups in here first. My face, I think, is still looking pretty good post like wearing it for like 8 hours. But I just want to fix any oil or cakiness on my face possibly, and just like fix up my eyebrows. Work was pretty good. Got pretty much everything that I wanted to get done today, which is great. Also had a meeting with my manager earlier, which is really great. We just got to touch base on a lot of important stuff and clarify some things to be working on and all the sorts. So good stuff happening soon. Lips are looking pretty pale, so I'm gonna put on some lip liner and a lippy. I also need to sharpen this. I don't have a sharpener on me, so I'll have to get one eventually. I'm gonna just throw like a little bit of a sheer pinky gloss on top of it. This is the Summer Fridays Pink Sugar one. I don't want anything too heavy on my lips. Okay, perfect. A little pinky moment. I feel like my hair is fine. I'm just gonna brush her out a little bit though. Oh my gosh, yay, I feel so pretty. Amazing. I'm gonna pack these 2 lip products in my bag that I'm gonna take to the book signing. But before I get dressed, let me pack up the rest of my stuff that I'm gonna take with me to stay the night with my boyfriend. I already packed my toiletries and makeup into one bag, so let's move you guys over. I already packed the majority of my stuff last night. I just packed it all into my beige backpack since I'm only gonna stay there for a night. Just packed an outfit for tomorrow, some PJs for tonight, vitamins, all the sorts. And then also I packed this that I bought yesterday at Trader Joe's. I haven't seen this before, and so I kind of wanted to try it out, and I thought it'd be fun for us to have for breakfast tomorrow. This is just a strawberries and cream pancake and waffle mix. Doesn't that look so yummy? And this also has sweetened dried strawberries and white chocolatey chips. I think it's gonna be delicious, so I'm gonna pack that as well. And then lastly, we'll just do my makeup. And let's pack my laptop. I think I have room in here. Amazing. Perfect. I'm gonna take my backpack with me today, as well as this little gift because I don't want to forget it, for my friend Jamie for tomorrow for her little graduation dinner. I'm gonna gift her this. Let me show you guys actually what I'm gifting her while I'm here. This is what I'm gifting her. It's just a bottle of Bellini, super yummy. And then I also gifted her a Sol de Janeiro scent, number 68, one of my favorite scents ever, and it's pink, which is her favorite color. Kind of a little theme going on with those two. And then I also got her a little graduation card. I'm gonna write a sweet little note for her in there, as well as a Trader Joe's gift card, since I know she's staying in the San Jose area post-grad, at least for a little while. And so while she's living there, she can buy herself some groceries. That's what I'm gifting Miss Jamie. I cannot wait to see her. But I'm gonna leave those two here so I don't forget them. Now that we're all packed away though, let's get dressed for my little event. 3:42. All right. We gotta speed her up here. I'm pretty sure I have an idea of what I'm wearing, but do I know if it's gonna execute well? No, so I'm hoping it does. For my top, I'm thinking to do this little denim vest right here. I think I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, paired with this gorgeous maxi skirt right here from Hollister. Just a simple long white skirt. I feel like I've seen this outfit everywhere, like all over Pinterest and everything. So I know she's a basic one, but I think it's so cute. Let's get dressed and see how it looks. I'm gonna move this so you guys can see this a little better. How cutie! And it has pockets. I feel like I need to go on a date or something. I just feel that cutie. Perfect. Now I need some little jewelry to spice it up. I think I'll probably keep my ring and earrings on, but definitely want to do a little necklace. I haven't done this in a while, but should I do my little angel number necklace maybe? Yeah, okay, I think that works. Reaching behind you guys to grab some lotion and a perfume mist. I think today we're gonna go with another little Sol de Janeiro combo. I'm gonna do this Delicia Drench Body Butter on my arms just so that I don't look ashy. I feel like the nerves have subsided, but I'm getting a little anxious about just like being there on time, especially with the craziness of last Saturday. As you guys probably saw in my last video, manifesting the best here. I'm gonna do a little bit of number 59 on top of that. I have to do a double-handed because my hands are all clammy from the lotion. But there we go. Is this cute? I think it is. I don't know what shoe I'm gonna pair it with. I can either do a Birk or my Sambas. I might just have to feel it out as I'm leaving the door, but here we go. Last thing I need to do is pack a bag, and I'm gonna be taking my little like book girly tote that my friend Lexi got me. Perfect for this occasion, genuinely. I feel like if I ever go to another book signing, this is what I'm gonna be bringing. I really hope for this reason there's no like bag limitations. Let me show you guys what I have in here. Of course, I have these two lippies that I just put on, but alongside that, I'm also gonna be bringing my Ole Henriksen little lip balm. I'm gonna be taking my keys, of course, obviously. This is random and I don't know if I'll need this, but I brought 3 different variations of pens as well as a Sharpie. And then I don't know how long I'm gonna be standing in line, so I'm bringing a little portable charger with me. And then of course, like I talked about earlier, if I have time in line, I have my Kindle and I'm gonna bring my Kindle anyways. So I'm gonna bring that, and I'm so excited to also get a copy of the book tonight. I haven't bought a physical book in so long because I just read everything on my Kindle. So I'm genuinely just so excited, but yay! Here is what I'm looking like. I'm so excited and I can't wait for everything that's to come tonight. Again, I don't know what to expect since I've never been to something like this, so wish me the best. Let's head out the door and get this little road trip going. Hi guys, I got to Sacramento into my first stop. I made it to Panda to get some dinner because I knew I was gonna be hungry by the time like the event was over at 9:30 and I didn't want to eat so late. So we're having dinner now. It's currently 5:30. I got myself a little bowl, half white rice, half super greens, and some honey sesame chicken along with a little water because I forgot mine in my car. Let's try everything. I'm like so anxious though because I'm in Sacramento by myself. My boyfriend's not here or anything, or he's back home right now for the summer. So I'm by myself. That's okay. We're gonna face my anxiety and keep having a good day. So I'll make this. Hi you guys, please ignore the quality change. I'm now vlogging on my phone. I left my camera in the car so I didn't want to risk not being able to bring it in and then having to come back to my car to put it back. So we're on my phone, but I made it to the venue, or at least almost. I'm currently walking there. I parked in a nearby garage, but oh my gosh, I drove by it just because I wanted to see like the line and see if there's even people out there because I don't know how these things work. And the line is long. So we're gonna stand there for a hot minute. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. I didn't realize there were this many book girlies out here, but hoping for the best vibes. Let's get into the line and hope we go and see.
Well, thankfully, I'm like honestly fancy past the first like 4 rows, so we'll be safe. But the rate it is, I might not have to fake much. Thank you for coming out with me tonight, Brian says, palm beating my knee. I was so happy when Tyler told me he said yes. God, I'm the worst. This guy is trying to impress me, and I'm over here having an existential crisis. Before I can decide if I should stay or leave, the lights drop low and the music comes. The in-arena announcer riles up the crowd while everyone finds their seats, just as the team flies out of the locker room.
Good, how are you? Thank you. Oh my god! That's all nice. They're fine. Am I totally where? Like anywhere on the top.
3, 2, 1.
Hi! How are you? I'm good. Did you have a good time?
What was that?
Did you have a good time?
I did. Just a little bit more. Oh, fine.
Just a little bit more. There we go. Come on down. Am I starting this?
Yeah, we're so excited for the last one. I know it's gonna like take me so much.
You'll be okay, I promise. You want a photo? Yes. Perfect.